Levi, what's going on, bro?
Hey, what's this I hear about you not putting cover sheets on your TPS reports?
What? What?
You've never seen the cult classic movie Office Space?
No, I have not.
Oh, you gotta watch it.
Where is it on? Is it on Netflix?
I don't know. It's so old. Like you gotta search for it.
Is it in black and white from your era?
Dude. Huh? You're a punk. You looked a lot better than the last time I saw you in Belgium with your fucking nasal strip on.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm healthy now. Feeling better. Did a couple good days training, rest day today, and then into some intervals tomorrow. So yeah, feeling a lot better.
I was while I was just eating my sandwich, I was watching the highlights of Perry Nice today. Oh my god. I tell you right there, that is quintessential Pyrenees. That looked brutal.
Dude, thank God I am not there. That looked miserable.
At first I was like, there's 4 Red Bulls and 1 Jonas. Why aren't they attacking? But then I realized that the new rules of the team time trial screwed them because these new rules you have to race so that there's really just your leader is finishing, right? Like so these
Mhm.
guys are losing a lot of time in the team time
Yeah,
trials.
yeah.
So it really I mean maybe they could have won the stage, but for GC it wouldn't have made a difference.
Yeah, in your era, time trials were it's like everybody but, like, one guy had to finish to get the time, or what was it?
Well, my day we had 9 guys in the Tour de France and 8 guys in all the other races. Now it's like one less, right? So like in the Tour de France, I think they took the time on the 5th guy. So if you dropped your whole team, that was stupid. You would get the time of the 5th guy, which I mean, I kind of like that rule because it is a team time trial and you got to keep your guys together.
Yeah, I agree. I f
I don't like this new rule.
Yeah, it's not fair because, like, these GC guys are such good time trialists in themselves, it's basically just a lead out, and then they, like who was it that did a long last shift by himself? Was it a Yuzo or something? He got launched pretty early.
No, it was Dan Hool.
Well, he's not a GC guy.
No, but he did. Well, I watched the highlights yesterday. He did it looked to me like he was the guy, he was like the only guy alone. Like Ayuso was with one other guy
Mm, yeah. I think that for Dan, he was trying to go into the jersey, you know?
or win the stage.
Yeah, maybe.
Boy, and he did quite the opener the day before. Like, it's
Yeah,
so funny because, like, I mean, 2 stages of Paris Nice by themselves, that's not enough of an opener. You got to go
yeah,
do
right.
like 20K at the end by yourself.
I don't know, I don't get that. Guys are saying
Yeah,
that, "Oh, the racing's not hard enough," but fuck,
yeah.
it's
I
plenty
mean,
hard.
and all those accelerations out of corners and fighting for position, like that's
Yeah.
hard enough.
Yeah, it's definitely hard enough. Did you watch Strade Bianchi?
I didn't watch it today, but I watched yesterday. That was the very good stage. Shit, damn, Del Toro almost still won after pulling for the last, what, 5K?
Well, you're talking about Tirreno,
Oh, sorry. What did you say?
Strade Bianchi.
Oh, Strada. Yeah, yeah. I watched Strada. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I
What'd you
was,
think?
well, I woke up in the morning and I'm like, okay, no, I'm not going to go on Instagram, no internet, didn't watch YouTube. I went skiing and I'm out there skiing with my AirPods in. And all of a sudden, Siri reads me a text from Andrew Talansky. It's
Oh,
like, "Pogacar is such a legend." I was like, "Aw, dude." I mean,
dude.
it's not that big of a deal because it's like, yeah, I mean, obviously he's gonna win, and he won exactly the same way he always has. But that brings up a good point I wanted to talk to you about is like, I keep reading I only read the headlines because I can't stand to read the articles, but these opinion pieces about why aren't teams doing a better job to beat Pogacar and like, oh, this is boring. We're just watching Pogacar win again. And it kind of aggravates me because like I feel like these people who are giving their opinions don't appreciate what is happening. Like the races, these other guys are so good and they're so fast. And you get to watch this guy like when he when he goes on that Santa Maria, it's not a very sharp attack. He just starts riding like super hard. I mean, I think part of that is like on gravel, you can't really make a blistering attack because there's traction involved. But I mean, he's so just smooth and controlled and like just blows it apart and then continues for 80K. Like you have to, every time I see this, I'm just in awe of him. I don't think we should be getting bored of watching this happen.
No, and I think also a lot of the people that, like, talk in these headlines or are writing these articles have never raced a bike, let alone as a professional, and it's Pogacar is the guy, but also his team is so magnificent. Like being able to ride that hard on the peloton all day, where everybody is so tired, and then you string it out in this section, and as Pogacar can then accelerate off of that pace so much more. Nobody, if you are not on the wheel of him, you can't get back to his wheel. So I think it's beautiful to watch that whole team do what they do, and then Pogacar to obviously go off solo.
Yeah, I think that some of these people are looking at the opposite side of it, like, "Hey, they're just riding you guys off the wheel. You guys suck." But it's actually the opposite. It's like they're so good and so talented and so well drilled that they're dropping these amazing bike riders. These guys are like, I mean, Paul Seychelles, like a phenomenon. Del
Yeah,
Toro, a phenomenon. Like, I mean, he's part of the team, but still.
yeah,
Do you think that, well, the coverage kind of sucked in the end because they stayed with Pogacar for a little too long, in my opinion, when he was crossing the line, which, like, I get it. Like, show him cross the line, that's great. But we know the results is happening. I really wanted to see that battle for second place. And by the time they went back, it was already over. And so I'm wondering, like, do you think UAE was like, hey, like, because this is a thing I've seen it happen before. Like, let's let Seychelles get second. Let's not completely demoralize everybody. And not that Seychelles isn't as good as Del Toro. I just think that Del Toro was sitting on for a long time. So like the common sense thing is like he would have more gas at the end and
yeah.
could have just jumped him on that final climb. Do you think that he gave it to him?
No, I don't know. I j I have a it's Strada Bianchi, like, okay, I can see from their point of view, like, 2nd doesn't really matter, 3rd is all like, or 2nd and 3rd is, like, the same, like, nobody
Yeah,
cares if
yeah.
you're on the podium, but they're so obsessed with, like, UCI points, and they wanna have, like, the most UCI points, which obviously they're gonna have at the end of the year, but I don't know, I feel like 2nd and 3rd is a big difference in UCI points, and then for Del Toro, I don't know, I just don't see that he just gave it to him. Like, it all like, did you see the video, how easy he looked going up? Like, it didn't look like he was, like, really trying to follow sex ass or whatever?
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. I know,
Well, I didn't get to see right when they split because they were with Pogacar, but when they did cut back, it didn't look like he was giving it everything, but also that's his style. He's super smooth and
yeah,
elegant on the bike, so you never know.
yeah. Because yesterday, for example, in Torreno, I think out of all the guys, Del Toro looked the smoothest and in control that entire time into that final. Like, even, Vanderpool, like, Vanderpool's the most glorious guy on a bike. I love
Mhm,
him. But even he was, like, trying to find traction and really
mhm.
giving it his all, and you could see. And same with, whatever that other guy was on Bora.
Pellizzari, yeah.
Pelletieri, yeah, yeah,
He was hanging on
so
for dear life, yeah.
yeah. So I don't know, it's a hard one because I just in this day and age, why would you give anything to anybody, especially somebody from another team that's, like, gonna be rivaling Pogacar at the tour? Like, you wanna demoralize these guys.
Well, no, I mean, I've experienced being on a team where you we were dominant. Maybe not to UAE level, not to Pogacar level, but we were dominant. And there is I believe there's a line of like, hey, we're gonna win. We're gonna win like the Team GC. Um, you know, I think it's a nice gesture to give a little bit so that you're just not hated. Because I think what goes around comes around. as you know, like sometimes when you get a flat or you need food or a bottle, like the other teams will help you.
Yeah, yeah,
And that, it goes around, comes around. Like obviously, if you get a flat and you're off the back and you're behind your car, you'll get penalized. But if you're behind another car, you don't get penalized. So,
yeah,
that everybody understands that. They help each other out. So I do think that there's an element of like, hey, we're gonna Pogacar's gonna win. Yeah, they're gonna, like you said, second, third, not a big deal. They've already set the record for the most amount of points last year and wins. What are they gonna do? Try to beat that again? Like, I don't know. Like, okay, what good does that do? Like,
yeah,
and
yeah.
making some sort of gesture, I think goes a long ways.
Yeah, that's a good point. I've never actually thought about it like that. Okay, so where does the line cross? Like, what if you're at the Tour de France and Pogacar's gonna win the GC, but Del Toro's in second and Sexas is in third? Uh,
Well, you defend
and
second, yeah, on GC.
he
I
defends
think,
second. He doesn't give it
yeah.
to, yeah.
It depends. So here's an example.
Like if
Um,
it's okay, yeah. Give your example. Give your example.
so it was 2007 Tour de France. It was the Champs Elysees stage, last stage. Contador's first. Cadell Evans is second. I'm in third. I'm only 8 seconds behind Cadell, and there are time bonuses on the line. And most likely, like Cadell would probably beat me in a sprint anyway. But we didn't even try. Like it just wasn't worth. In that position, it's just not worth like trying to do that because it's a little over the top. That's just one example. I do think that it's a case by case basis. If if it's the other way around, let's say they're going to the last stage, Pogacar's in first, Del Toro's in second, Seychelles is in third, and there's time bonuses on the line that he can jump him, and he wants to go for it. I think it's totally fair for Del Toro to then react and at least defend or beat him in the sprint.
Yeah.
But if it's the other
So
way around, where it's like Pogacar first, Seychelles second, Del Toro third, much like we were, then maybe they just let it be. So
yeah.
it's case by case.
All right. Is the tour just
Those are very, very 1% first world problems, by the way.
but okay, but these guys have these sort of problems, you know?
Yeah, they do.
Like it's a crazy dominance that we're seeing in UAE where Jan Christian is fighting for the win, Del Toro's fighting for the win, Pogacar's fighting for the win, all from the same team. They have first page riders all up their start list.
And one of these headlines that I'm talking about suggested that all of the teams start to collude to beat UAE, which by the way it's against the rules. But I do think that as UAE, that could be a concern. Like, like we don't want to make it's totally fair to win races with the best guy. They got the biggest budget. And if they do it in the right way and they keep winning, you can't blame them, right? But if they're just want to continue to crush people and take kind of unnecessary placings, and then there could be a concern where they're like, okay, well, what goes around comes around. They could start to really race against us. Let's give Seychelles second so that we sort of keep that at bay. I think that's a fair point.
It is, but like colluding or not, like what does that look like in a real race scenario? Because you see a good sized group of hitters, Van Aert, Pidcock, uh, Seychelles, all these riders, they're all turning, they're all doing turns, and they can't catch Pogacar. What does colluding look like where they could get him back?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I mean, even though you're seeing them make turns on the TV, that doesn't mean they're going 100%, right? They're like, okay, first place is up the road. I'm going to turn, but I'm soft pedaling through because I want to save it for this climb because I want to fight for the podium. So everybody always has their own interest, and so the reality of a unionized collusion is pretty minimal. but there could be these unforeseen situations where Pogacar flats, and they're like, Screw it, let's put the hammer down." Like, not that I can think of a time of that happening, but taking a little advantage here and there
Yeah.
is a possibility.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy to be a rider in the generation of Pogacar because I'm sure in 20, 30 years looking back, it's gonna be, like, touted as more than Eddie Merckx. I it's already like that. He's already in my opinion, the greatest of all time, but he has he's, not even 30 yet. He's just gonna keep winning. I don't see a scenario unless he has a horrible injury, which I hope he doesn't, where he doesn't keep on winning.
Yeah, I think, well, first of all, like, it's difficult to compare to Merckx because they're different times. I think that cycling wasn't as, globalized then. There wasn't as much money in the sport. Like, I think that the depth of the field is much stronger now. I think Merckx was probably an amazing, one in a billion athlete, much like Pogacar, but we'll never really know, like, side to
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
So they're different. All we can do is, try to look at the Palmares and the numbers, and maybe, Merckx had a little bit easier time winning races than Pogacar does, even though, let's say they were complete equals. I think that's a fair point to make. But um, I think the biggest threat to Pogacar's continued dominance is him just burning out. Like, he's got to try to keep finding motivation, like new races to win. Maybe setting records. He doesn't seem that motivated by that,
Yeah,
but
I don't
he's motivated by, like, how to win races, like in a new way, like farther out, or in some innovative new way. And I think that that's a healthy way for him to look at it, because if he just goes after numbers, I don't think that's enough motivation for anyone.
yeah, I mean, he's said it publicly that he's not trying to beat, the tour stage win record. Like, I think he said it to Cavendish. He's like, "Dude, I hope you keep the record. I don't know." But, I mean, he has MSR and he has Roubaix that he's gonna try and win, and I think these are 2 really hard races for him to win. Um,
I think
so
Milan San Remo is a really hard one for him to win.
yeah, it's just it's it's the position. I think the positioning into the Cipressa has gotta be one of the hardest battles to win for not just for a single rider to be in good position, but for the whole team to be there to do
Yeah,
the lead out, you know? It's so hard. And this year looks like it's gonna be hard again because his his lead out is all injured. Like Wellens is hurt. Uh who else is injured? I don't know. I think like a quarter of their team is on the IR right now. So that's
hmm
gonna be difficult. And then Roubaix is obviously a tough one too, just out of his weight
yeah,
class.
yeah. But he can win Roubaix. I think
I think so.
he needs good luck, and maybe he needs Vanderpool to have a little bit of bad luck, because he has to get rid of Vanderpool. He can't go into the velodrome with him.
Dude, out of Arenberg last year, Arenberg, you do like that tight left turn, and then it's always crosswind from the left side. And coming out of that group last year, or coming out of the forest last year, there was a very small group, and then Vanderpool attacked and almost dropped Pogacar. Pogacar was scrambling to get on that wheel. So I think that'll
Yeah, but
also
I
be a
think that
hard.
was just he just reacted late. I think he was equally as strong as Vanderpool in the race. He just overshot that one corner, but even then, like, if he didn't overshoot that corner, I mean, he has to ride him off the wheel to
And
beat
then
him.
yeah, and then if not, beat him in the sprint in the velodrome, which is
Yeah.
not happening.
No.
So it's a really hard race for him to make the difference, and
Mhm.
I'm excited to be fuck. I was about to say I'm excited to watch it this year, but I'm gonna fucking be there. So
Yeah,
uh,
bro.
I don't
It's
I
so
don't get to
rad.
I
What do
don't
you
got
mean?
me.
You're gonna be there watching it on the wheel. Hey, you gotta believe, man. Because,
All
like,
right.
you gotta keep your eyes forward, and maybe you're not gonna be on their wheel, but Keeping
You know
your
what's
eyes
gonna
forward will get you farther up the road.
you know what's gonna be even better, bro? I'm gonna be watching it from behind because 'cause I'm gonna be in the break, and I'm gonna watch these fools come
Yeah,
up to me, and then
yeah.
I'm just gonna suck their wheel to the velodrome, dude.
Dude, getting in the break at Roubaix is definitely the move.
I know. I've been visualizing a lot of just the other day, 2 days ago, I did 4 hours entirely in the arrow position. I was like this the whole day. I did 37 Ks an hour for 4 hours, just full
Oh, yeah.
full arrow.
I wish I
Um,
could still do that. That
yeah.
stuff was fun.
Oh, it was so fun. I was so excited the whole day. I just felt like I was just visualizing myself, like, in the break at Roubaix, and, oh,
Good.
it was good. It was a good training day.
So you gotta be switched on from kilometer 0.
I know. But I
From
don't
no,
think
actually, the from kilometer 0 of the neutral.
yeah, from the neutral, I need to be switched on. Yeah, but,
Mhm.
also, I feel like in that race, I need to use my experience a bit of, like, I've been in a bunch of breakaways, and it, like, every time I make the breakaway, it's not the first one that goes off the bumper. Like, sometimes it will if it's in a race where nobody wants to be in the breakaway, but in Roubaix, everybody wants to be in the breakaway, so it's gonna be a big fight. It's gonna probably take 50 minutes at least, you know?
Yeah,
So
it's good for you to have that in your mind so that you're
yeah,
not
so I'm not gonna be
overextending.
yeah, I'm not gonna be antsy at the start. I'm gonna obviously be there and looking, but
Mhm.
I think
Surf
saving my
surf
energy
it. Yeah,
yeah.
surfing.
Yeah. Oh, my girlfriend's mom, Kim, watches the podcast and listens, but
Yeah.
she's new to cycling, so she doesn't know the terms. And she was asking me what surfing means and what these
Uh-huh.
certain terms mean. And for anybody else that's wondering that's listening that doesn't know what that means, surfing in the peloton means like there's always this motion in the peloton. It's kind of like an organism, right? It's
A
always
washing machine.
moving. Yeah, ebbing and flowing like a washing machine, and you can kind of find it, get in a groove and figure it out which way is moving up and then which way is coming back through the peloton, and you can ride this wave a bit and move through the peloton with ease. It's not easy, but it's easier than, going into the wind and making a hard effort. Um, and so
Go
that's
with
what
the
surf
flow and not against it.
yeah, exactly. So surfing the peloton means just ebbing and flowing and moving with the washing machine effect. So, I hope that clears that up for anybody else that was wondering.
Yeah, but also, like, when the attacks are going, you wanna surf the attacks too, right? Like, you wanna be on the wheel and maybe not the first guy, but, like, when a group is attacking up the side, you wanna be tucked in behind. You don't wanna be the guy going across every time or the guy attacking first because 'cause you're just pushing so much wind and making an acceleration, and it's about being there with the least amount of energy as possible.
And a lot of times I've been like, when I really wanna be in a breakaway and you look back and, like, you're up the road in a group of a couple guys and you look back and you have a gap, I used to always find myself, like, I would get on the front and just rip it, like, go as hard as I can. But then, like, you get told through DSs or you figure it out just by trial and error that, like, you're not gonna be the guy that makes the breakaway stick. So it'll be better for me to, like, just keep that in the back of my mind and just tap through. Like, just
Mhm.
keep the speed up, but I
Yeah.
don't need to make these crazy hero pulls and then be fucked when it comes back together and then other guys go.
Ex exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
so
That's exactly right. Yeah, you're learning fast, dude.
well, I should have known this shit a couple of years ago. Maybe I would have won a couple under 23 races, man.
Yeah, but, these lessons are like you're gonna continue to learn the same thing over and over. Like, I mean, I was still making mistakes later in my career that I was like, "I know better. Why did I do that?" Because 'Cause you're always gonna be like, can I be the one who makes the break go?" Like, "Oh, nope, I can't do that," you know?
Yeah, yeah. Do you
Yeah.
have this, moment that sticks out in your head of, like, a rookie mistake that you made when, you were a veteran or something?
I mean, my very last day of my career, I overdid the warm up in my time trial.
Really?
I had the lead at the, US Pro Challenge, that Colorado stage race. Last day, time trial in Denver. Felt amazing in the morning just doing an easy ride, and then I was warming up inside of this, like, trailer, and it was hot, and I for some reason thought I really needed to like do these deep efforts to get my legs going, and I actually overdid it, and then I sucked in the time trial,
Shit.
and I lost the jersey. My
No.
very last day of my career. Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man.
That hurt.
Yeah, that's brutal, dude.
It is
Damn.
brutal. Yeah.
Shit. I think, I saw this, or at least I saw a clip of you racing at the US Pro Challenge in your documentary from Bike Monkey. That's a cool do you remember filming that and, like, doing that stuff? That's cool
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah.
Bike Monkey puts on your Fondo, right?
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah,
Carlos and, Bike Monkey, I mean, we've been doing it for what, 17 years now? Yeah, 17 years.
it's a cool company. Yeah.
So, is it too soon to talk about your April schedule, or
No, I don't think it's too soon at all.
what's gonna happen?
Yeah, so it's still a little bit up in the air with Turkey because of all the geopolitical crap that's going on in the world right now. Supposed to race Tour of Turkey after Roubaix. That ends in early May, and then I was gonna be home after that, but we may not go to that anymore. So then I will be home after Roubaix, and then I could do Levi's Grand Fondo,
Right on.
and then maybe I was thinking some stuff might have to move around with team dynamics and whatnot, start lists, but I think it would be cool to do Tour of the Gila,
Mhm.
Tour of Gila or whatever. It's a UCI race in America, and it's before I would do my altitude camp, and it has a time trial in it.
Mhm.
And it's always nice to just go through the motions of a TT, like nail your warm up, nail your pacing with somebody in the ear, like just going through the motions of a time trial. It's never a bad thing. You just get
No,
better
I
each
would
time.
I totally agree, you should actually. We did Tour of the Gila in 2009 and 2010 when we were on Radio Shack. I won both years. I think I still have the record in the TT, so good luck.
I'll
But
try and smoke it.
it's probably, as far as, like, the race course goes, it's the best stage race in America. It's, like, big, long climbs, it's at altitude, it's just the problem is it's in the middle of nowhere. It's really hard for people to get to, but it's totally worth it if you get there.
Yeah.
It's got a
So
long history.
that might be a good option. And at the beginning of the year, we were like going through schedules and stuff, and the team was asking me if I wanted to do the stuff in America. And I told them no because I wanted to focus on racing in Europe and whatnot. But now with the change in my schedule or the team schedule rather, I think it might be nice and it might be good to do the race. So,
Yeah, I think it's good training. It's better than having to train.
yeah, yeah.
It's
So
easy it's easier than that,
yeah, for
in the
sure.
sense that it doesn't take as much mental, like, energy out of you.
Yeah, and we have a bunch of good climbers. We have a guy that won the race last year, the GC. So I mean, if I'm there to just ride on the front, it's good training case. I don't mind
Mhm.
that at all. So
Yeah.
that would be cool. Um, Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know. It's still a long ways away in bike racing
Mhm.
terms, a couple months away is a long time, but um
When do you
Levi's
think that
is coming up.
Yeah, when do you think you'll know about Turkey?
The team is making a call this week. So,
Okay.
yeah. So I'll know super super soon. And yeah, we have a couple guys coming to Levi's actually.
Yeah, Ian, and then actually I haven't a text from Ian. I haven't replied yet, but he's asking about another teammate,
Yeah, Brody,
Kieran?
Kieran
No,
and Brody.
Kieran.
Yeah.
Brody too? Yeah.
Yeah, I think Brody might come as well. So we'll have four guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, I love a fucking team. Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be sweet.
Tactics.
Yeah, tactics. I just Mike, like, I feel like even if Mike Woods can get up the road, if we all stay together, we can bring him back. We can
Yeah.
bring him back, and then we just start playing the game. But I don't know. Is Keegan showing up?
I mean, he should. I actually didn't know, but he'd,
He's
like,
in.
fractured his pelvis or something, but I think he's on the bike riding, so.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's a stable fracture, but it just caused some pain. So he didn't do Cape Epic, but
Mhm.
um, I mean, he's also super strong. He won last year, right?
The last 2 years.
The last 2 years. Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in both years in a sprint.
Wow. Again,
I mean, the
well,
first year
last
was
year
2
his
guys, and the last year was 4 guys.
but his teammate helped basically won that for him, right? Brought him all the way back, Matt Beers?
Yeah, I mean, they weren't officially teammates last year, but they were clearly teammates.
Yeah,
They they definitely, well, I mean, they were in a group of, like, 6 or something, and there's a kicker with, like, it's a good, like, let's say 1K kicker with, I don't know, 15K to go, and they dropped the rest of their group, and then they just put the pedal to the metal and caught the 2 guys in front. And then when they caught him, I think Matt did, like, kind of a lead out for Keegan, and he won the sprint.
yeah. It'll be so cool if I can go, dude. That'd be so awesome. Oh,
Yeah, it's a hard course.
dude, I was looking at it, it's got 10,000 feet of climbing.
No, more. It's like 13 and a half.
Oh, I did the math wrong then. What is it,
Yeah,
4,000 meters or 3,000 meters?
I think it's over 4,000.
What?
And the
Holy shit,
profile is deceiving because it's like, "Oh, there's 3 climbs," but it's like, it doesn't really do it justice.
man. Alright,
Yeah.
well, I need to be skinny for that then. Shit.
Nah, you got the power.
Dude, I'm gonna be in Roubaix shape. I'm not gonna be in fucking climbing shape.
Yeah, but I mean, Roubaix is gonna be it requires so much power, you'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Alright, well, I like, fingers crossed. I don't know, I wanna race in Europe. I wanna do Tour of Turkey, but at the same time,
Yeah.
I would not be upset if I have to do Levi's Grand
Yeah, you
Fonda.
get to come home and be with the
Yeah.
family for a second. It's nice to
Oh,
mix it up.
dude, more than a second. If I come home in April, I'll be home April, May, June, and July.
Oh, okay.
I'll be home for a stint.
Through the tour then.
Yeah, because there's no we're not doing Tour of Austria, and that's the only other race
Mhm.
in Europe during the tour, I think. And
So
then
nothing in
June,
June?
well, I don't think we got into Romandy. Or was it Romandy or was it Tour of Swiss, or is that the same thing?
Those are not the same thing, dude. Oh my god, these are 2 of the biggest races in the world, man. Come on.
Alright, well, we didn't we one of those races, we are they at the same time or no?
No, so you're most likely, well, I don't know, you could be trying to get into Switzerland is, a bigger race, but Romandy is right after Liège. So it's, like, right at the very beginning of May is Romandy.
Oh. Well, then I'm thinking of the one that's like,
Switzerland,
You either do
yeah.
Dauphiné or you do Swiss, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I think it
isn't
was that.
Pogacar doing Swiss because it's one of the races he hasn't won yet.
Really? It's one of the ones he hasn't won yet. Oh. Well, let me check our CAS because we have this back in your era, how would you like know who's doing what in your team and like the whole team's race? Because fucking internet wasn't a thing back then.
Uh, I mean, I definitely knew my program in my head, but I'm sure we had, like, a document that showed who was going where, but, it always changes too because people get sick and injured, and
Yeah.
things are constantly changing.
Yeah.
By the way,
True.
we did have internet, dude. My entire career. What the
But you
hell,
would
man?
but you would send in your whereabouts by email.
No, we'd fill out a form on USADA, just like you do today.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, what? I've heard stories that you guys would, like, send it via email and stuff.
No. Well, I think if we had a change of plan, we could just say in a body of an email, like, "Hey, I'm doing this now," and
Mm,
that was sufficient.
mm,
I would imagine that still is.
yeah, yeah.
Because you sometimes you have to do a change of plan, right?
Yeah, but we have, Athlete Connect or whatever it's called now, where you can just change it all on your phone.
Okay.
It's pretty easy. Um, yeah, no, we're doing, okay, well, we have one race in July, beginning of July, Sibiu cycling tour, but it's a 2.1. It'd be a good race to go to try and get results, to be fair.
Mhm.
Um,
Where
and
is
then
that?
That's in Romania. It's Tour of Romania,
That sounds
basically.
cool.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm doing that, and then we have Denmark at the end of July,
Mm.
and then Arctic
That'll be a
Race of
good one for
Norway.
you.
Yeah, I've done that one before, it's a good one. The break almost stuck, man. I was in the breakaway and we got caught. I was the last guy and I got caught, like, 800 meters from the line.
Yeah.
Um,
And then
and
Norway.
then yeah, Arctic Race of Norway, also a good race for me. I've done that one as well before. Nice one. And then, oh yeah, Philly Cycling Classic. Have you heard about this race?
So funny. So, I mean, it was like how many years? I'm gonna misquote it, but for 40 years, the Philly Classic was the US Pro Championships.
Really? And you
Mhm.
won there?
No, no, I didn't win there. I won my US road race in Greenville where George lives, but the yeah, it was the Philadelphia Classic, and I imagine the course is the same. So it's like the Manayunk Wall, Lemon Hill, Strawberry Hill, and then on the I don't know what they call that, the plaza where the Rocky Steps are.
No
Yeah.
way, you know this like the back of your hand. That's crazy.
I mean, I did it like probably, I don't know, 3 times or something.
That's cool. Yeah, so
Yeah.
maybe I'll do that, and that would be pretty cool. I'm
Mhm.
surprised. It's crazy that it's come back now. Like,
Yeah, did I see that or did I miss it? I can't remember if I saw that news.
yeah, well, it's a thing this year, so I guess we're doing it. It's a 1.1, so not the biggest race, but cool nonetheless. But I
Yeah, I
think
mean, another race in the US.
Maryland is struggling. I think Maryland might not be on the cards anymore. I don't know.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, I
so
never
we'll
that was never a thing in my day, so I don't know about that race.
what about the Canadian races? Were those like,
Mhm.
yeah, you did those?
The World Tour races? Yeah,
Yeah, well, we're
I
doing
did.
those.
Yeah,
So,
Quebec and Montreal.
yeah, that would
Well,
be
is does Montreal happen this year because of the Worlds? Do they have both races?
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Let me see our schedule. Yeah, Grand Prix Cycliste de Montreal on the 13th, and then Grand Prix Cycliste de Quebec on the 11th. So
It's
yeah,
about when is Worlds, so people will just stay there?
Worlds is the 20th through the 27th.
Yeah,
So
so they're just gonna stay there.
yeah, that would be a nice block. I don't think I'm doing Worlds, but well, I'm not doing Worlds.
No? Why not?
uh, nope, I haven't heard anything. So
It's usually kinda easy to make the US Worlds team.
yeah, maybe I don't know.
In my day, no one wanted to do it in my day.
Really, nobody wanted to do Worlds.
I never wanted to do Worlds.
Why?
Season was so long, and it's like there was a couple times where, like, I did the Vuelta. I actually won the 2 time trials in the Vuelta, so I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to Worlds because this is my chance to get a world championship medal." I only did the time trial, but I got 4th. So,
Who was on the podium that year?
in the time trial, it was, ugh, Bert Grabsch, like this German guy. I don't know if he ever won another time trial, but I think he won Worlds that year. And then I
Is there
think
an asterisk? Is there an asterisk
Zabriskie.
next to his name on PCS there?
No, no, I don't think so. No, this was 2008, so no, I don't think so. But I think Zabriskie was 3rd. I
Nice.
can't remember the exact podium. I thought I was gonna d I did the Vuelta, I won the time trials, I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna win," but, like, in theory, you're just still tired from the Vuelta, and I was like, I was a little bit flat.
Mm. Is that something that, like, looking back on, that eluded you that you wish you maybe tried to focus on one season was, like, World Championships TT?
Yeah, I think I coulda got a medal. I was actually 4th twice. I was 4th the very first time I did the Vuelta, my very first Grand Tour. I actually got 3rd in the GC, and then I
That was
went
your
to
first time ever doing the Vuelta, you got 3rd?
Yeah.
Your first ever Grand Tour?
Yeah,
Dude, was that
yeah.
what was
It
going
was
through
it
your
was
head?
it was mind-blowing.
Was that like a self-actualization moment where you realized that you were him? Like, like, this
Mhm.
you could really do this?
I mean, it was by far the biggest step I took in my career. Yeah, I was on US Postal. It was my 2nd year on US Postal. My very first year, I won the time trial in Franco Belge. Is that still a race?
Yeah, different name, I think, but
Yeah.
yeah,
It,
still
end of the
race.
year, right? So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'd had a pretty good year, won a time trial. And then the second year, I was much stronger. And we went into the Vuelta and we had the defending champion on our team. It was a Spanish guy, Roberto Haras. I think he won the Vuelta like
Why?
3 times.
Yeah, Harras, dude. Isn't he the oldest guy? He's still racing or something?
No, you're thinking of Sevilla. Sevilla was second when I got
Oh,
third.
no way.
I have a I will I'll send you the photo so you can splice it in. His nickname was the babyface killer. Like we're on the podium. I look young, but he looks like he's like 13 years old. He got second. But anyway, we start the Vuelta. I don't have a contract for the next year. I'm on US Postal. We have the defending champion, and the very first uphill finish was Lagos de Covadonga. It's a legendary
Yeah,
climb in
Covadonga. Yeah, yeah.
Asturias. Amazing climb. And we get there, and I'm like, we're a few K in, and there's like 30 of us, and I'm still there, but I'm just like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm just like riding in the group, like, what do I do? And it comes on the radio. Johan comes on the radio. He's like, hey, Levi, if you can, go to the front and ride hard. So I'm like, okay. And I just get to the front, start drilling it. And I ride until like a few K to the finish. And there's like nobody left. It's like 3 guys left.
No
And
way.
yeah, and Roberto like barely comes around me. And then the next uphill finish, they're like, hey, because Roberto was a little off, he wasn't at his best. And so they're like, "Hey, you should just ride for yourself." And so like the next uphill finish, I get like, I don't know, third or something, and all of a sudden I'm like fourth in GC. And then as the race goes on, like we split it in the wind a couple times. Like I just keep climbing the GC, and then I have some off days, but we go into Madrid. It's the very last day in Madrid, and it's a time trial. I'm in fifth place. Berto's in third place, and I almost win the time trial. Like Santiago Botero beat me, but I almost win the time trial, and I go from fifth to third.
No
And it
way.
was it was just like, what the fuck just happened? Yeah,
Dude.
yeah,
And
it
I
was it
bet
was huge.
your phone was ringing off the hook after that, huh?
Well, we didn't have phones back then, bro.
Sorry, your landline.
I got home and my answering machine was full.
No
Yeah, I
way.
did. I had a phone back then. That was like cool to have those little tiny Nokias. They're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
this big. You're like, that thing's sick. You had to get like a pencil out to dial it.
Yeah. Ugh, that's good.
Yeah. But I didn't have a contract when I started the race. And at the end of the race, I still didn't have a contract, which turned out to be the best thing because then all of a sudden it's like
For sure, but yeah, your phone
Mape
was
was calling. Yeah.
yeah.
So Mape was calling. So I ended up going to Rabobank,
Yeah, dude, that's
which is now
awesome.
now Visma for your
What
little history lesson
yeah,
today.
I knew that. I knew that one. Mape
Uh,
is now Quick Step. No, Mape is Trek?
no, I think technically, I don't think you could say Mape.
Is anything?
Well, Patrick Lefevre was the director of Mape, but Mape was an Italian team.
So it's Quick Step.
And and then yeah, Quickstep and Mape did co-sponsor the team at some point, but then it went from being an Italian team to a Belgian team. So
Mm,
yeah, you're right.
mm.
I guess it would be fair to say that Mape is now Quickstep.
And then you went to Quick Step for real.
Yeah, 2000 just for 1 year, 2012.
Oh, you only did 1 year there. That was your
Hmm.
last year?
Hmm.
Of all the teams you rode for, what was your favorite team?
Mm. Yeah, they're all different. It's more about favorite moments, I think, than
Yeah,
teams. Yeah.
yeah. Where'd you have your
Since
best
Par
moments?
since Paris-Nice is happening, one of my favorite moments was 2007 Paris-Nice.
2007 was your goated year, man. Dude,
Yeah, it was a good year,
dude, 2007 was fucking awesome.
but it wasn't a personal result for me. It was when Alberto made his big step up in cycling, and just the way we won it was amazing. Like on the last day, like we basically did that. Like the last day is usually like this shortened mountain stage, like 120K mountain stage, and we just did this epic lead out with all of our guys, and everybody was like,
Guy train.
yeah, just everyone was perfect, on point. and we just launched him, and because he was not in the lead, and just sent him into orbit. He went and won the race. It was sick.
That's cool. And then you went
Yeah.
on to have your best Tour de France ever.
Mhm. Yeah. I won
I
Tour
mean,
California. I won a bunch of races that year, and Alberto, he that's the year he came onto the scene.
what was the year that you were something happened to you in Tour California where you were you were in second and Chris Horner won, right? Was this your last
Mhm.
year?
Oh, that I had been sick going into California. I got sick
No, you
in
crashed. You
no,
got
I
hit by a
got
car.
no, that was the next year.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I had a couple rough last years, but in 2011, I got sick in, Volta Catalunya,
Mm.
which that's coming up soon, right?
Yeah,
March?
our boys are doing it. Ian's doing it.
Nice, nice. It's a
Yeah,
good race. It's a
it is a
really
good
good
race.
race.
Yeah,
Pretty good. Yeah, it can be bad weather, but it's a good anyway, I got sick there. I struggled through Pays Basque, and so when I got to California, I was, like, not quite my best, and Chris was really good, so we went 1st and 2nd, but I did win Tour of Switzerland right after that, which is probably the biggest result in my whole career. Yeah, so
yeah. Tour Swiss is
that
a big race. Did you
erased
win
the pain.
Dauphiné ever? I thought you won
Mhm.
Criterium de Dauphiné.
Yeah, but I think technically most people would agree that Switzerland's a little more prestigious.
Really? I would say the opposite in my eyes. Like if you win the Dauphiné, like the Dauphiné is like you have all the Grand Tours, and then of 1 week races, Dauphiné is up there.
Mm. I think it's because hasn't Switzerland actually been reduced in days lately?
Has it?
It
I thought
used to
they're
be
all 7 days.
it used to be 10, and I think
Oof.
when I won it, it was 9 days,
Okay, well then, yeah,
and
that's hard.
it was like, for most of cycling history, it's been considered the 4th. If you got the big tours, and then Switzerland is next.
All right, didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's cool. Thanks for the
yeah.
history lesson. um, yeah, Horner that year was on one, huh? But he gave you the win on top of Baldy. That was nice.
Yeah.
As in Baldy's a cool mountain. I've never done it before. I've done GMR over there, but I've never done Baldy.
Yeah, when you take the left on Baldy, that's where it gets hard.
Yeah, I would love to do that. Racing up that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody that I talked to either raced California and loved it or really wishes they could race California. So, I mean,
It was pretty stellar. I mean, I remember the day they announced it. We did this press conference in San Francisco. It was the end of 2005, so the first year was gonna be February '06. Man, I was just like, "This is gonna be amazing," and it was. It was great.
yeah. I mean, it's honestly the race that like kind of made me fall in love with cycling because I would right where I lived, they did a stage through Thousand Oaks and they did loops. They did it from Santa Clarita to Thousand Oaks, and yeah, they did laps of Rock Store. Mulholland climb.
I was there, dude. I remember
Yeah,
that,
dude.
yeah.
How'd you let Sagan win this stage? How did you not light it up?
Dude, I don't remember. He won that stage? He won a lot of stages. But,
I
the
actually
what
think Cavendish might have won this stage. Actually, now that I
no,
think about
not
it.
on Rockstor, no.
Oh, I was on Lux and I would just watch on TV, and there would be these all the kids that were on Lux were running up Rockstore. I wasn't really into cycling then, but I knew that there was a bike race coming by my house, so I was watching it on TV, and these Lux guys were running up this climb, like all these buffoons, like guys in costumes with chainsaws and shit just running
Yeah,
up, and these guys had the, like, Lux painted on the back of their, on their back, and then a couple years later, I'm on Lux, this team, and then it all, like, clicked in my head, I couldn't believe it. It was cool. But, yeah,
nice.
it's just I don't know, I feel like as a fan, bike racing is, like, one of the only sports where you can be all in the stadium, like, on the field with the athletes while they're performing, you
Mhm.
know? And it's cool
Well,
'cause
yeah, maybe not right on their field. Yeah, like, we could talk about all those things that we've seen, but, like, yeah, I mean, you can get close. You can run next to them. Like, just don't run in front of. That's funny because the fans in Europe know to run next to you, and the fans in California would wanna run in front of you, and you're like, "Do
Yeah.
not run in front of me, like, I can do this for a while. You can only do this for, like, 10 feet, and you're gonna
Yeah.
blow up, and then you're gonna trip and fall, and where do I
Yeah.
go?"
Yeah. My dad so anyways, my dad has me on, like, route building duty for the race, and so he's, like, making me come up with all the stages, and, like, that's my job. So I've been coming up with, like, some cool ideas. It'd be cool to get with you and for you to, like, because 'cause you've done the race so many times and you know what works and what doesn't.
Yeah.
But, we were thinking of
It's
doing a
gonna be
stage.
down to, like, who which cities wanna pay for it.
Yeah, but my dad has a lot of connects in Reno, so he was thinking of doing a stage, that finished up Mount Rose
Have you ever
or something
seen
like that.
have you ever watched the old Coors Classic on YouTube? It's on there.
No, I need to, that's so
Oh,
cool.
yeah, dude, there's a stage that starts, I don't know if it's like 1984 or 1985. They start in incline here on Lake Tahoe. They go over Spooner, over, Virginia City, Geiger into Reno, and it's Lamont and Hampton sprinting for the
No
win.
way.
Oh, wait, you
Who's Andy
remember who
Hampstead?
I was just gonna say, do you remember who Andy Hampton is?
Yes, I
Wait,
remember now.
which race did he win?
The Giro.
There you go.
Yeah.
Still the only American.
It's what fired you up.
One of them for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
him and Lamond are what got you going. You had a Lamond poster in your room.
I did. Yeah, you saw that in the documentary?
Dude, I'm a fanboy of you, man, come on. I even
Yeah,
know
I
what your
mean
childhood bedroom looks like.
I mean, dude, him winning on the Champs that year, never forget where I was sitting when I watched that.
That's freaking cool, man. I mean, yeah, I can imagine there is nothing quite like that. Winning the Tour on the last day, except for Pogacar winning the time trial, but, like, winning on the Champs that's
It's
badass.
still the best tour in the history of the sport.
Do you think viewing bike racing now is better than it was back then? Like, the experience of watching it on the television?
Yeah, I think, well, the coverage is better, everything's more dialed, the time gaps, the information, the commentary, it's great. Back when I first started watching it, they would only have, like, a highlight show on the weekend. It was super epic because they romanticized it. They had, this musician, his name was John Tesh, he wrote the music specifically for it was CBS covering it, so they would put together this one-hour recap of the whole week, and it was just, like, dramatized.
Yeah, that's cool.
It made you fall in love with it because it was just it made it even more, romantic, So, and that's the tape I watched until it was just fell apart.
Yeah. That's cool,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, wow. Well, the tour is a long way away, it seems like. I hope it's a good
Yeah.
one, man.
We have a lot of racing to satiate ourselves with before then. I mean,
Yeah.
I do. You have a lot of racing to fatigue yourself with before
Yeah,
then.
man, I'm already leaving on Monday to go back to Belgium. It's like, I've it's
Wait,
the
so
most
what's
I've been on
coming
the
up?
road. Yeah, I do Nakara course. Uh, let's get this right for the people so they can follow along. I On the 18th of March, I do Danelith Nakara course, which is a dot pro one day in Belgium, classic. And then I do Grand Prix de Nain, which is also another dot pro. On the 19th, the day after, that's called like mini Roubaix. It's
Mhm.
basically Roubaix. And then I'm reserve the next day for Cokeside Classic. So hopefully nobody gets hurt or injured or sick. Then I don't have to race 3 days in a row. Three Belgian 1 days in a row is that's as hard as it gets, man. And then on the 22nd, I do a 1.1 called Grand Prix Jean Pierre Montserrat. And then I come back to Girona, rest until April 8th when I go to Scheldeprijs, which is a dot pro in Belgium, like sprinters world champs, I guess. Sprinters race. It will be plenty hard, I'm sure. And then the big show on Sunday, Paris-Roubaix,
Nice. Nice.
April 12th. And then, yeah, it doesn't look like I'm doing anything. Obviously, Turkey is still on the schedule, but we'll see how that goes. If not, then I'll be back on the 13th or 14th, and Levi's Grand Fonda.
Yeah.
That'd be
You're
sweet.
I can see the sparkle in your eye when you talk about Roubaix. That's so cool.
Yeah, man. I've dreamt about doing it for the last 5, 6 years, and now to be able to hope. I mean, everything still needs to go perfect. I can't get too excited because cycling is so crazy. The ups and downs you experience, like, I don't want to get too excited for the race, and then I crash out of one of these Belgian one days and I break my collarbone, and then I'm like so bummed that I'm missing Roubaix. Like, I, anything can happen. Like, I just wanna get through Skelder Prize, and then, dude, I'm gonna be like a kid in candy store. I'm gonna be so nervous. I'm gonna bro, I already there's, like, one race every year where I get nervous before, where I get the shits. Like, I'm on the bus, in that bathroom 3, 4 times, and, this is gonna be the big one, so I'm
I think
excited.
I think you should let yourself get excited and don't be afraid of being bummed out because if something happens, you're gonna be bummed out. There's no question. There's
Yeah.
no way to avoid that. So just let yourself be excited.
Yeah? Alright.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Because
then
that's positive energy and that's gonna make a difference.
yeah. I mean, it's already fueling my training rides. Like, the last 2 days, all I can think about is Roubaix. So,
Yeah.
it's
Hey,
a good feeling.
by the way, I have Tegaderm on.
Why? Why? What
Dude, look at
happened?
that.
What'd you
It's like a
do?
it's like a bike crash. I have it on my back too. I fell skiing, like on, um, cross country skis, and it's so firm and icy in the morning here because the snow is transitioning.
Yeah.
Dude, I slid for so long, and yeah, you lose skin because it's so abrasive.
Dude, you're too old to be crashing, man.
Shut up.
Dude, you don't recover like you
Cra
used to.
I'm actually, like, way more, durable now than I was as a cyclist because
No
thanks
way.
to yeah, thanks to Derek, dude, yeah, I think that's the biggest thing with, like, strength training is, like, I can crash and I'm good.
Why? Why do you think that?
Well, because I have the muscle to absorb it, it's
Oh,
like
really?
I'm not gonna be as susceptible to, like, a soft tissue injury, for example, and
Like a
probably
compo
my bones are stronger too because I'm doing weight-bearing exercise, so
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, everything's going well for me in my stretching and my pre-ride activation. It's like so hard for me to get into a gym and getting into a routine with all this travel back and forth and everything,
yeah,
and just like wanting to rest when I get back. And
yeah,
it's difficult. Like, he's been messaging me, like reminding me to do my hanging and a little bit of upper body stuff, but that's the one thing I'm still like a bit putting off. But the pre-ride activation and doing the core stuff, like my side cores, or what is this called? Your obliques, or
obliques, yeah,
yeah, those are, I can feel, are already stronger, and they're sore as well, which is good, and know that they're getting worked. But I feel so good on the bike, like, just I feel like everything's moving in a straight line when I'm pedaling. Like,
nice.
my chain is going well, so I don't know, feel good.
Keep it going. Thanks,
Yep.
Derek.
Thanks, Derek. You're the man. You know how
Alright,
many people have actually, before we sign off, I've gotten like 10, 11 DMs on our Road Tales Instagram account, people asking for the 7-minute routine, and I've given them the link. That's good. That's a lot of
that's
people.
cool. That's
Yeah, that's
super
pretty
cool,
cool.
yeah.
We're turning people into
Doing
better
God's
humans.
work, man.
Doing God's work, yep. All right, Levi, it was good catching up with you, man.
Yeah, you too. Go to bed.
Yeah, will do. Take care, bro.
See ya. Bye.
See ya.